Welcome to Riverdale Hypnotherapy. I am Laura and I'm a fully trained, solution-focused hypnotherapist and psychotherapist, registered and insured in the UK. I offer free relaxation downloads and meditations to support people who enjoy guided sleep patterns and general and focused hypnotherapy readings. Please do not drive the car or operate machinery while you listen to these. Just simply get yourself comfortable, remove any distractions, and find a relaxing area to just switch off and take these few moments to discover how easy it is to simply allow your body and mind to relax. Enjoy now as you lie yourself back and you can settle down and begin to relax and just make yourself nice and comfortable. And you can notice the weight of your head resting there on the pillow. And you can be aware of your head relaxing on the pillows, knowing that those pillows will fully support the full weight of your head, so you don't have to hold any stress or tension. You can just let your shoulders and neck relax. Just let your head rest back, nice and relaxed, and let go. And you can relax your shoulders too, because you know that the couch or bed will fully support you. It can take your full weight and your full height and every muscle, every fibre of your being as you just relax back into that couch, fully supported. Because it's now time for you to do nothing. You don't have to be anywhere, and you don't have to do anything. You can just lie back and relax. And your mind can drift and dream as you hear all the sounds around you and the sounds outside, and none of these things need distract or disturb you as they comfortably remind you that the world is safely still turning, and you can allow yourself a moment to now just rest back and relax and let go. Just let go of any tension in your tummy or across your shoulders, then ease off those muscles in your back and down your spine and along the muscles in your legs and down through your ankles and all the way to your feet, your toes, even your arms, and every finger loosening and relaxing, perfectly at ease, drifting and dreaming with your thoughts as you pay attention now to your breathing and that gentle rise and fall that happens all by itself. Every breath you take, and with every word I speak, you can just now let go. And okay, now it's time for a little bit of work. Because as you're relaxing there, you're doing the easy bit. And that's all you need to do. Now keep your eyes closed and just listen to what I'm saying. Some people find the more they try to listen to what I'm saying, the more their mind drifts calmly off somewhere. And if that happens to you, that's absolutely fine. Of course, it might well be the case that you discover the exact opposite happens. And so many people have told me before that somehow it seems as if your mind begins to become so sharply focused, so alert, that it's almost as if you've discovered some extra pathways in your brain that sharpen your concentration. But then again, you might just discover that you simply find yourself feeling comfortable while you listen to what I'm saying, and that's okay. And those pathways in your brain are so much like a part of the natural world that if you were able to compare them in some way, it would astound you. There are tiny threads carrying just the most minute flow of information, like a tiny stream or rivulet, flowing so quietly and so easily that we barely know what is happening. Yet each of those tiny flowing rivulets of information lead to bigger streams that combine everything into a single flow that begins to make itself more easily, sometimes as a decision and sometimes as an indecision, sometimes seeming to get into a sort of spinning movement where almost everything goes round and round in circles, and yet around the edges everything is still flowing, sometimes gently, sometimes hurrying to get past, as it seeks to avoid getting caught up in the whirlpool at the centre. It might seem to you that you cannot be certain if I'm talking about the way your brain works or the way a river works, because it's all so similar. An idea starts with the tiniest of thoughts, a spring that is the beginning of something wonderful, even if we don't know that yet, because it's only the beginning and just the starting point of something that might soon grow larger as other flows are added to it, or perhaps at first it will simply join and be joined by a few other gentle undercurrents, some of them deeper than we could ever realize, that have a deeper meaning, that we are just not aware of yet, and yet will affect everything later on as they carry half-buried thoughts like hidden gems, rolling and tumbling along just beneath the surface. Sometimes a stream of something will flow in abruptly from a quite different direction, causing a momentary disturbance that almost seems to stop everything in its tracks, until it somehow all sorts itself out, absorbing and being absorbed, rippling a sort of mild upset before it all begins to flow so easily again, somehow with an increased energy now, as if a decision has been made suddenly, and a direction decided upon, so that everything begins to gather pace, becoming clearer as it does so, and until everything is so transparent it takes on the quality of liquid crystal. And as its half-forgotten patterns of movement begin to form, becoming more familiar by the second, gathering strength until it's as if everything has a force, an energy of its own that needs no feeding, it begins to feel as if it's unstoppable, powerful enough to sustain itself indefinitely. And then there's another surge joining it, and you can wonder where on earth all the energy is coming from. A collision suddenly occurs, not a hard, full stop collision, more a sort of soft resistance, as if somebody or something is trying to divert the flow for some reason of their own. And there is a moment or two of hesitance, then a whirlpool of indecision, before an abrupt and wonderful sense of freedom, as the resistance suddenly gives way and everything begins to gather pace once again, flowing past obstructions like boulders as if they were hardly noticeable at all, and then into a tumbling, crashing cascade of momentum and energy, a culmination of everything that has gone before, then another and another, and with each cascade the force and the energy somehow become more polished, more certain, more unstoppable. And then, as if there's a kind of resting phase, a period of calm, as if in a gentle lagoon, just resting lazily, flowing only with the most gentle movement and waiting for all that momentum and that energy to stabilize and to form itself into a single unified body. A single unified body with an awareness of its own importance. And it is as if that awareness creates a confidence of being as the movement begins to gather pace once again. But this time it's different. This time it's as if we know there's a space to grow, to expand, to spread out into the world somehow, so that it becomes a powerful part of everything, and everything becomes a powerful part of it. And yet there is still that sense of self and that sense of carrying value into the great scheme of things that is life and nature. And it occurs to you as you listen to what I'm saying here, that even as you think about that energy that started with one tiny rivulet, just that one single stream, that there are still more rivulets and streams as yet unknown, more flows of energy and decision yet to be discovered, and more dissolving of resistance and claiming of success, more magic. Now as you go deeper now, each easy breath relaxing you, calming you, you can now be aware of how comfortable and peaceful you are becoming. And as your body relaxes further, your mind relaxes with it, filling you completely. And I'd like you now to imagine that you're in a sailing boat, all alone, floating on a lake, and all around are mountains, their steep sides covered with forests of pine trees, and their peaks snow-capped. And you've sailed to the very centre of the lake, enjoying the fresh crispness of the air and the scent of pine forests carried on the breeze that drives the boat, filling the sails at a gentle but exhilarating pace. The splash and gurgle of the water as the boat cuts through the gentle swell, the creaking of the rigging and the crack of the sails as they fill with each gentle gust of air. Just be aware now of how good you feel, alone with your own thoughts, and then alone with the sounds of nature all around. A calm, natural peace that knows no concerns or troubles. Nothing disturbs that peace, and nothing bothers you at all. And now the wind drops to almost nothing. The sails will flap limply as they empty of the wind that drives the boat forward, and the surface of the water becomes calm and still, flat as a mill pond, the surface ruffled only now and then by a gentle zephyr, and you feel the sun warming your skin, comfortably warm, soothing and relaxing you. The quiet surrounds you now, just broken only by the gurgle of water beneath the hull, and the faint sounds of birdsong, and the occasional splash as a fish rises to take an insect. Calm, peaceful, tranquility surrounds you and envelops you, and you lie down on a soft cushion on the bottom of the boat, unconcerned at the lack of wind, knowing that the engine is there and in perfect working order when and if required. And you now look up at the crystal clarity of the blue sky. Small clouds, perfect and white, hang above and around the tops of the mountains, are visible from where you are, so relaxed and comfortable. and the still air carries the sound of some fishermen casting their lines from the shore, and there the distant tone of a church bell calms you, just relaxing you more with each note. High in the sky, a jet trail marks the progress of an aeroplane, etching its progress towards the far reaches of this wonderful world, and you relax even deeper, feeling within a calm, comfortable heaviness that is so pleasant, so very nice. And the boat drifts, rising and falling with the almost non-existent swell. You are looking now at the very tip of the mast as it sways gently. It appears to touch the clear blue sky above. The air is so clean here. You can taste it, and you feel the calm tranquility absorbs that gentle peace, and you breathe in peace and calm with every gentle breath, breathing out anxiety and stress. And here you have time to reflect on those things that have caused you stress. You have time now to assess carefully and with a clarity never before available to you the importance and the relevance of so many different things. You realize that you have fallen into a habit of reacting in a manner which has proved stressful for you. You've reacted to stress in the same way that a bull responds to a red rag or to the matador's cape, and you resolve now to ignore the red flags and to calmly reflect and decide on the most peaceful and effective way to live your life, calmly, confidently, knowing that you are in control of you and of your life. Things that are stressful are so because we allow them to be, and you are now that person who is aware that you do have a choice, and you choose to be calm and unaffected by the rush and hurry, to make unhurried and calculated decisions that are the right ones for you and those who are important to you. You can be aware now of the peace, the calm, the confidence that fills you, expanding within you, and you enjoy the stillness, the warmth of the sun, the subtle sounds of nature all around, the sights and the scents that can allow you to be aware of the larger world, the depth of the water beneath you, the natural world at peace with itself, as all troubles and cares fade into unimportance, insignificance. You feel so much stronger now, aware that the strength comes from deep within you. It was there all the time, hidden for a time beneath turmoil and stress, but now no longer shrouded within a veil of negativity and a lack of confidence. It shines through, and you recognize the strength that is yours, and resolve now to use that which is yours to your highest benefit. And as your boat drifts, you know that it can be so easy to allow the prevailing winds to take you wherever they will. But in your vessel you have the power when winds blow to tack and to steer, using the winds as you choose to guide which is the right way for you. And you have in reserve too that engine, that power, which can mean to you that you have complete choice in the way you go. But it can be pleasant to drift, knowing that you can choose freedom, calm, confidence, and you will you not? And ever you feel burdened or stressed, you can choose to just get into your boat and drift whenever you need to, whenever you want to, using the strength that is yours, and so growing stronger and stronger with every day. And now you may choose to open your eyes slowly and become aware of the surroundings, or simply let yourself drift in a deeper trance or sleep. The choice is yours. Thank you for taking these moments with Riverdale.